to the London Times. It is 5 a.m. Eastern now, just about a few seconds left, and the daylight time settings have been adjusted. Uh, so, uh, so I hope that it is only one session that we missed to stream. That was the Sydney Tokyo. It was delayed by an hour due to the daylight time changes coming into effect yesterday. Alright, so now let's get started off straight away. I think we can touch base with gold first. We've got some price action, prices moving lower now in gold. Remember, we were discussing just a moment, we will touch base. Okay, we've discussed the daily chart last session itself, but for those who are still unaware about what gold is looking like or what gold might be doing, it is actually gold is within a five-wave rally at a minor degree, point number one, and of the five waves, the metal has completed wave 1, 2, 3, and minor 4. Minor 4 has been readjusted. We were expecting an expanded flat earlier. We've kind of readjusted minor 4 terminating around the 28.35, and after that the 25.37, sorry, and since then minor wave 5 is unfolding with minute 1, 2, 3, 4, minute 1, 2 and 3 in place, and minute wave 4 is being carved right now. Alright, and within that minute wave 4 we have had wave A in place and B also in place. Possibly minute wave C is beginning to cut loose on the south side now. Now let's go on our hourly chart. We kind of initiated short positions earlier. Around the 31. If you want, if you can, please book short-term profits around the 29.01 mark right now. We are making about 20 points in the metal. So I don't know if let's do some analysis here. What could be the structure? Because there is an amazing three-wave structure which is being seen right now. This is wave 1. So we've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that is 5-wave complete. And then what we are seeing right now is a 3 down, a 3 up, and another 3 down. So is this a triangle? Now wave B is unfolding into 3 waves. So here's the first wave. If it's a triangle unfolding, that is wave B of a lower degree. It could be wave C up there. Alright, so within that ABC, within wave B of minute degree, what we are seeing right now is another ABC at a sub-minute degree. I just need to change the degree here. All right. So if this three down, three up, and three down, if it's a WXY, we will see a rally materializing back towards 29.31 before the drop continues. And if it is a triangle unfolding, then we will see two more waves of sideways action before the drop continues. All right. So we are going to get another opportunity to initiate short positions. Right now, you can book profits. We sold around 29, 20, 30, with a stop around 29, 60, and potential target around 28, 10. So, of that, since it is a sideways maybe a combination WXY or a potential triangle in the making, maybe you can take profits for short term. You can remain flat for a while and can look to go short higher again, right? Uh, somewhere somewhere around the 29.30s, all right? So that is the story in gold. We just wanted to keep you aware of what could be the possibilities in the metal before the next decline. But tell you what, this guy still has one more wave to go on the short side. I see prices are now rallying very quickly after dropping towards 28.96 just 5 minutes back. So right now it's trading around 29.05, $10 move in the 5 minutes, and it's quite possible that it sees a rally, sharp rally. We can witness a sharp rally towards 29.30, and and then can expect a decline lower again. All right. So that's the case in gold. That's the story in gold as we move into the London Times. Be prepared to go short again around the 29.30 region, brothers, and you can place your stop around 29.60. The potential target coming back around 28. I mean, 28.15 is good enough for us. All right. Okay, let's now begin. Let's have a quick view at the Bitcoin and Solana. Okay, Bitcoin has recovered a bit from the previous session when the Sydney Tokyo overlap. It has recovered around 1,000 points or so, but it remains to be seen whether it's going to be able to pull back or it is continuing. It's going to continue because from from the weekend high at, I mean, if that's a triangle termination, 90,000 once again, and we've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, possible wave 4 in the making, and then wave 5. All right, so it might drift sideways for a while uh, before dropping lower towards 72,000 mark. And if the 5 waves are complete right here, then it can be a 3 up, 3 down, and another 3 up or 5 up back towards 98,000 mark. So we will be keen to position ourselves on the long side somewhere in this zone. All right, somewhere on the 98,000 zone again. All right, and Solana, once again, Solana, I think it is. I think it's preparing for a rally from here. We've got three up, and we've also got three down. Possibly another a five-wave rally. You can see that RSI also turning nicely from the 30 zone. So tell you what, another five-wave rally cannot be ruled out from here. I think it's carving an expanded flat wave too. So it's more or less clear that Solana has carved five waves lower. Wave 2 was an unusual triangle. Normally it doesn't, I mean wave 2s normally wouldn't be a triangle. Of course it's not a rule though, but wave 2, an exceptional case of a triangle here. And then wave 3, I think that was an impulse, yes. And wave 4, uh, right there. So we've got, after that, we've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and another five waves. So fifth wave extension, fifth wave being an extension. Possible five waves are looking complete, and thereafter we have three waves up, followed by a three-wave decline. So it's an expanded flat. Possibly we are now looking towards five-wave rally. Now, aggressive traders, we are not going to issue long trades because it's a counter trend. Wave 2 of one larger degree, it always carries risk, and we don't want to carry unwanted risk on the counter trend, but we will actually wait for price action to reach 194, 195, possibly 209, 210 zone before turning lower again. All right. So, but aggressive traders don't want to position themselves on the counter trend or counter trade as well. They might want to end up buying a bit here, but the problem is, since it's an expanded flat. I mean, the stop loss has to be guessed. Ideally, it has to go below a support. So let me find out. Now, this is a support. It's a good support there. 109. Maybe you can just place below 109 or just around the 109 mark. Even that is a support, so you can place below. So 121, just below 121, that could be maybe 120 or something. And aggressive traders might want to go long at 126, 126.70, the stop around 120, 121, and potential target is around 180 or so. At least 180 or so. It's actually going to go above 180, but a minimum push can be expected towards 180. All right. So that's the case in Solana. And Bitcoin possible rallies now seen in both, materializing in both counters, Bitcoin and Solana. But those are counter trend rallies, so got to be a bit careful there. All right, now we can go back to the euros and the. It's not going to take much time to review these charts. Actually, we are waiting for limit orders to trigger. Now, is it going to carry all the way through the 38.2%? That's the big question. Or is it going to carve a wave for a shallow wave for a maybe a combination or a running flat and resume higher again? Now, that's anyone's guess. But you know what? If you're holding long positions, okay, it goes without saying that please continue holding your long positions and the upside targets now pointing towards uh, 965 and 1.11. So there's no reason why we should not hold on to the long positions. But those who are now looking to re-enter or enter for the first time, now this may not be the optimum price to enter, right? 1.0818. So there is a bit of waiting period, possibly around the 660 mark, which is the 38.2% touch, 38.2% retracement of the recent wave here, wave 3. So I think we've got the structure is looking good, where the third wave is progressing, where we got minute wave 1 and minute wave 2, and then we've got minute A. Maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 possible, and then an ABC correction. So this could be minute wave 3, minute A wave 3, sorry. And let me just find out if the minute A wave 3 is anywhere near to completion or not. And it is perfectly bang on target, indicating that minute A wave 3 could be complete. Now let me relabel. I need to just get rid of the Fibonacci extension here. If we kind of relabel what's going on after 1.02, that could be minute wave 1, minute wave 2, wave 3, we're looking for wave 4 lower, and wave 5. So tell you what, need to change this to minute, and we kind of take the retracement, the 38.2% is now coming around 625. Remember, we've just adjusted the initial boundary, minute 1, between 216 all the way towards the 530. So if that is minute wave 1, we are now producing minute wave 2, that's Euro USD is producing, sorry, minute wave 2, minute wave 3 is also complete. We are now looking for minute wave 4, orange into brackets, Roman 4, for the fifth wave would rally. And I believe very strongly that the next rally would carry prices all the way towards 1.11. There you go. It's almost 1.1. All right. So that's the wave count. The trading point of view, we would like to suggest, if you're wanting to add fresh positions or add to existing positions, or you want to add fresh longs, it's a good idea to wait for a while for price action to drop towards 1.0625 now, and the stop loss ideally would go, if that's an impulse in the making, it's already an impulse in the making, technically correct would be just below the 500 mark, but it would be ideal to place below the 350 mark. All right, so that's the story in the euro USD. Now let's pick up the dollar index. There is a slight error in the sense, not exactly an error, but the 38.2% retracement was to be taken of wave 3, not the entire rally. So the entry price would remain unchanged for now, around the 680, 665 zone, right? In fact, we can remove the 23%. So that's wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 complete. We are now expecting wave 4 at a minute degree to drop prices all the way towards 680, maybe 660 before it rallies to 1.1 handle. All right, and now the dollar index. Looking at the price action in the dollar index again, structure remains absolutely unchanged for now. I will just take 1 minute to label the lower degree impulse, which could be in the making right now. All right, I think it looks good. So we've got minute wave 1, minute wave 2, minute wave 3, minute wave 3, sorry. We're now expecting minute degree wave 4 into brackets Roman orange, and the price range is around the 105 handle. So that is the wave structure, and we're expecting wave 4 up there below the fifth wave continues, before the fifth wave continues lower again towards 104, 101. Right, so that's the story in the dollar index. Trading point of view, of course, if you're holding one position, you must continue holding that, because you never know, if we take partial profits and wait for entries going forward, they might not trigger. But if you're holding multiple entries on the short side, maybe you can take partial profits in at least one of them, and allow some room for a counter trend rally to materialize through 105 to re-enter on the short side, please. All right. Okay, so no structural changes, no changes in the trading direction as well for the dollar index. The stop loss goes towards 109.85. Actually, you can place, technically not wrong at all, to place a stop around 107.50, just above 107.50. All right, so let's move on to the pound. Pound is no different. Please continue. I think it might have just completed a very shallow wave 4 expanded flat. That's what it looks like. So if we go by the labeling, I think we might have done GBP/USD might have completed its corrective decline, because it's always producing absolutely shallow corrective waves, and this time could be no different as well. All right, so with an absolutely shallow retracement continuing, pound can resume its rally back towards the 3000 and 3200 mark, 1.3 and 1.32 handle. Now it's going to be difficult to fetch pound at this price, because the risk would be at least around the 2550 mark, which is about 400 points actually. So better to allow a retracement to enter fresh, and stop loss around 1.2350, and then target around 1.32. That would suffice a bit, good risk reward ratio, rather than entering at this price. So trading point of view, if you are holding long positions, please continue to do so. And if you're looking to buy fresh, or take fresh positions, then it's advisable to stay aside for a while. If corrective declines come over, I think it's not going to come over more than, I don't think it's going to be 32%, because that 32% is almost 2675, which is a couple hundreds low from here. All right. So what you can do is, if you don't want to miss the bus, you can take partial longs right now, and then remaining around the 2670 if it drops over there. That way you span an average about 2800 or so, and that that I think that serves a purpose why you can place your stop loss at 2550 and carry it all the way towards 3200, 3400 going forward. All right. Okay, we'll touch base the indices when we come back in the NY session, New York session 2 to be precise. Okay, sideways activity continues for Dow Jones. Should be the same in the SPX and Nasdaq as well. But tell you what, I mean, it's high time that a counter trend rally is just about to materialize. All right, so let's bring it a pause here, uh, and we'll be back again in a few hours to touch base in the New York session 2. Until that time, once again thank you for tuning in, and as always, please do take care and God bless. Goodbye.